On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 129. We're going to live on August 14th, 2016. My name's Matt Philly, and yeah, you can find me on that Twitter thing, at Matt Philly. You may hear some weed whacking. We have some dick nugget in the neighborhood who feels like it's a great time to do it, and it sounds almost as if he's in my backyard doing it, but he's not. So it is what it is, and that's all that it is. So quick announcement regarding the episode numbers. We are booked until 172. I spent quite a lot of time this morning going through them, but we still have a lot to go through. If you submitted late on August 7th or anytime from then to now, then I have not seen your submission. I will get to it. If you get a response, it will either be an episode number or me saying I don't like it and it's rejected, or you won't get a response at all. That's just kind of how I roll sometimes because I have way too many setups to go through. But without further ado, let's hop into the first set of the day. We do have some good submissions, a lot of high scoring ones. So let's get into it. First one of the day submitted by Tyler. He reviews tech products and posts gameplay on his YouTube channel. He enjoys watching every upload, every upload I put up. And yeah, he wants to continually update his setup. So, well, actually, he said he will continue to update me. Fun fact, this was submitted in late April. Never got an update, so maybe he is no longer, about the setup game. But taking a look at this, it's your typical, like, look at this. I like some Minecraft. I like my triple monitors. I have a dead body under the sheets of my bed. He's definitely your typical 15-year-old, which, by the way, he's 15. So, I mean, the third photo, I like it. He's got his LEDs. It looks nice, simple. Poster, pickaxe, sword, boom. He's got his Razer mouse pad. We got a huge Harley Davidson going by right now. I'm going to punch that person in the throat too. His cable management is on point. For under the desk, a little bit to the side, I see some things that could be like under the left monitor that could be easily fixed. To the right side coming out of your PC, kind of looks like it's just a complete mess over there. So I would kind of fix that up a little bit too. But it's simple. There's not really a lot to say. There's not a lot to critique. I mean, I would personally do a little bit more with that above the monitors rather than just the pickaxe. But if you like that minimalistic look, then good. In the picture with your bed underneath looks awesome. You got the LEDs. You have that like entertainment console sort of dresser with your clothes and stuff to the left side. The TV, nice. Works good. It's a nice, simple setup for 15. I give it props. I like it. Keep it up. And congratulations on being a person. So next setup of the day submitted by Max. Max is 21. He's from Green Bay. He's an IT student. His setup is really just a collection of stuff that he enjoys. He likes to chill, watch anime, play an unhealthy amount of video games. And so I like that. I like that he's straight up about it. Like, yeah, I game. I do what I got to do. This is an updated photo. Like his first one, he didn't have like posters on the wall. He didn't really have too much going on there. But now it looks really good. If you look in the second photo, you can see he's got his Dragon Ball Z stuff. He's got Spider-Man game. He's got tons of cool stuff that sort of go with what he's all about. He's obviously got the Lord of the Rings stuff, the Darth Vader. But also one thing I did notice, he doesn't have a side panel on his PC. And I saw that in his original submission. I thought maybe he took it off because he had a close-up photo, but doesn't seem to be the case. I really just think he doesn't have one, which is odd because the computer looks like he really put a lot of time into the cable management stuff. So maybe it's like an invisible side panel, but from what I could see, there is none. So I would definitely look into picking one up, a replacement one or whatever. Maybe someone stole it and they're like, ha, this guy's going to get dust in his PC. Loser. I don't know. Of course, now we have a plane going by. I swear this is like the most... Yeah, it's like the most busiest freaking show I've ever done with traffic and stuff. But he's got his guitar. He's got his headphones hung up. Cable management is superb. He's got literally, I think you could see in the second photo. Yeah, in the second photo, look at the left leg. He's got it going through wire molding, and it just blends into the wall beautifully. He's got himself his pedal for racing and stuff down below. It's just clean. It's nice. He's got his theme. He really knows how to get himself a high score on the show, because I mean, look at that. It's just a nice ass setup, and doesn't matter if you have one monitor. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a nice setup. I like it. Next setup, even crazier. Black and yellow. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, smoke weed or no. Okay, so take a look at this. This is Sean. He's 23 years old, living in New Jersey. He's actually, believe it or not, a moto vlogger on YouTube. If you want to find him, everyone go over to his channel, spam Flamingo Squad on his latest video, youtube.com/YamaSeanXX. I actually checked out his channel before. Pretty damn cool, like riding around. I know a lot of people do this now, and he's got a cool voice. He's like, yeah, YamaSeanXX, dog. So go check him out. Hit him up. He's actually graduated with a bachelor's in computer science. He's a gamer. He's a YouTuber, and he actually calls his PC Yellow Jacket, which I thought was pretty cool. But look at the attention to detail in the second photo. Everything this guy's got going on is black and yellow, and that is, first off, just dedication. That's also a lot of work, though. Think about how hard it is to actually get all of the products to actually match that color scheme. I mean, it looks really good, but the part where I kind of lost, giving him like a perfect score or whatever. I mean, he's got wire mold coming at every little section under the desk, all around, going through his PC, everything like that. But above, just look at the layout of the poster and the TV. First off, the TV, I mean, the bezels are fatter than your mom. You know what I'm saying? And the TV is just so small and almost seems pointless. Granted, you may have a bed behind you, and in that scenario, it's like good if you have a magnifying glass taped to your head. You're like, yeah, I could watch TV at night. But other than that, I mean, it's super small. And then the posters, you got the right poster really close to the TV, left poster not close to the TV, right poster slanted, don't know if it's actually lined up with the other one, just seems like you kind of put it up and called it a day. So I would definitely like to see that fixed, make it look nicer, maybe get a bigger TV, maybe no TV at all if you don't have a bed. But it's cool because that's a custom poster for his YouTube channel. What would I say? YamaSeanXX. Yeah, so you see the YSXX. Really like that though. Love the theme. Like what you're going with. Definitely a lot of props there. Really good. And yeah, obviously if you guys are watching live, share your thoughts. What do you think? If you're watching later on, share your thoughts, because I'm sure he's going to be reading the chat along with everybody else that has submitted on the show today. So give them feedback. Don't respond to me and be like, Matt, you're a dick. Did you see this? Did you see that? You're wrong. Don't tell me. Tell them, go right in the comments, give them feedback, because they're the people that are going to actually do something with it. Telling me what to change isn't going to do anything. So take a look at this next setup submitted by David. David's been on the show before. He was on episode 70, constantly changing things and wanted to resubmit. And yeah, he's 15. He likes technology and do-it-yourself stuff. He's got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/datalubtech or datulabtech, something like that. Taking a look at this, though. I mean, this thing, we loved it last time we looked at it. We love it now. Okay, someone's pushing the door. But anyways, this setup is really something special. Now, personally, as much as I love it, certain parts of it are simple. I give it an amazing score nonetheless, but some people might look at this and say, God damn, that is sexual on so many levels. And some people might look at it and say, nah, not my cup of tea. But let me give you a little bit of background. If I remember correctly, those orange cubes you see all along, holding up off the drawer and everything, that's custom made, 3D printed, if I'm not mistaken. Same thing with the MacBook. I'm sure he made that too. It all fits into that theme. We're seeing that orange throughout. We're seeing he's got the the old tech above, which is pretty cool. Minimalistic, straight to the point, sort of that style. The artwork is like a stock photo, I would assume. Something, maybe he took it on the right side. Definitely flows through with what he's all about. His PC looks pretty dope. It's an amazing setup. Cable management on point. Lights at night. I mean, That photo looks really good. I love that it lights up, and it's cool that it's custom, and not a lot of people are going to be able to replicate that in any way. So I definitely give him props. I think it's an amazing setup, and my score definitely reflects that. But I know some people, they look at that and they say it's too simple. There's not a lot going on, and they want to see triple monitors. They want to see, you know, PCs that are built like, you know, Optimus Prime or some crap, you know. But in this scenario, breaking it down category by category, he killed it, and major props to him. So now let's go to the next setup. Next setup of the day is submitted by Christoph, and Christoph is 19. This is his music studio setup. He's got a limited budget, and yeah, he also said something about, how do I hide my PC? Where is his PC? Wait, hold on, I gotta open up this photo. I don't know. It's just his laptop, I guess. Maybe that's what he's referring to. But regardless, taking a look at this, first off, the foam all around the eggshells and stuff, like, that's cool. Looks nice. Would have looked awesome if you got, because you have the red going on, if you got red and black, or you had a color theme going through with it. But I'm sure you're not worried as much about the actual look of it, the aesthetics versus the actual help of it, you know, killing the sound and things like that. So initially, when I looked at this, I thought it was cool because it just looked like a studio. It looked like the place where, you know, wiki wah wah with that turntable on the right side. Tons of cool stuff there. Really, really like the overall look of it. Now, second photo, I'm going to hate on you a little. I'm not going to necessarily take too many points off. I didn't give you a 10 or a 9 or 8. I think I gave you like a 5 or 6, something around there. But that's not cable management. That's cable hiding, which is fine, but breaking it down category by category, that's definitely gonna have an effect in some way. You know, it works, and for people that don't care about actually managing each cable and they just want to let it hang freely, then you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But the way that the cable's going across the board and the laptop's right there, I just don't think that's like the best. It's probably bending on some ports. I could be wrong. I can't really get a good look at it. But that's just one thing that kind of stuck out to me. And taking a look at it, I mean, you have everything you need. You got your extended mouse pad, you know, your monitors, studio monitors, that is, and like everything's kind of in place. It's just, there's no wow factor, and I'm trying to think what would make it be next level. Like, I look at that and then I just like take my pants off because I'm like, that's good, you know. So I'm trying to figure that out. But guys in the chat, leave a comment for him, you know, obviously on the actual uploaded version later on, that's going to be more helpful. But nonetheless, insane, great job. Definitely work on the cable management. If you're not interested though, you don't got it, you know, that's just life. Next set of the day though is submitted by Jack, and Jack is let's see, he's been working on the space for 2 years now. He's 14 years old. He's quite happy with it, and he's a part of a YouTube channel called O.N Sporting, and he helps his friend run it with cinematography and editing. If you want to go check that out, it's bit.ly/1 capital V capital F lowercase h capital T capital C capital N. If you actually checked it out, then congratulations. So taking a look at this, a lot of different thoughts going on here. I mean, you look above right away and you're like, all right, this dude, he's got his pop vinyls. He took them out of the box, kept the box there though. Interesting approach. He's got the shelves full of his games, stuff above his collectibles. He's got some Fallout, you know, Groot, Cards Against Humanity, some Doctor Who stuff like that. He's got what he's got. You know, it's nice. Above, some people can argue it's a little over the top, a little too crowded. I could see that definitely, but nonetheless, he's got some stuff showing off what he enjoys. Now, talking about his actual setup, and you know, we could see the further back look at it. It's cool. He's got like a little seat right there. I guess he has his clients. He's like, take a seat, madam. Let me explain some things. And, you know, he does some business talk, and then he's got his bed off to the side. So, you know, a little bit of work, a little bit of play. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know. I forget. I think 14. Yeah, I take that back. I retract my statement. But honestly, I mean, he's got his primary display, secondary display, webcam, microphone. He's got his PlayStation, but he's also got the controllers. Is that it? Wait, is that? Yeah. For a second, I couldn't say. He's got controllers on top of it, so at least it's organized in that sense. but it is kind of a lot going on there, and I feel like maybe it's the depth of that desk isn't really ideal. But nonetheless, I mean, if you've been doing it and you said it works and you're happy with it, then I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. It really does. I was going to say it really just does. Okay, I forget what I was going to say. It does just look a little bit like, you know, cramped, if I will. That's that English. Okay. But the final photo is where I sort of took a few points off for your cable management, because although I'm dripping sweat right now, like sweat is all over the place. Guys, like I feel like a 105 now, I would assume. There's no way. Anyways, I'm just gonna take it off. Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding. The cable management coming out of the grommet, although that's like ideal, that's how you want it to come out of the grommet, you need to kind of manage it. Throw back to good old friend Snazzy Q, Quinn Nelson. Get some of that Tech Flex. Wrap it up. It will be carbon fiber, one simple strip of cables coming down. It would look beautiful. But that's about all I would say for you. I spent too much time on that setup, so you're welcome, Jack. Next set of the day, though, submitted by Khazer. Khazer was on a previous episode. He's 22 years old. This is what his setup looked like. He's a beginner YouTuber. You can find him at youtube.com/onekhazer. And he spent a while working on his room to make it. Actually, whoa, hold on. That's his from January 31st. Here we go. Thanks for featuring him on one of your setups. He made no Siri, you bitch. I wasn't. Oh my god, it's really. Hitler says no Siri, you bitch. Okay, shut up, Siri. Okay, there we go. Anyways, sorry about that. He got a new TV, which is one big thing. He got rid of the crap to the left, which is another thing I recommended doing. And he said he started to take it a little bit more serious, and he said it helped him with making his YouTube channel, and he says that he likes it a lot more. So taking a look at it, I definitely give you props. This is what I was talking about. If we go back to that first photo again, he did not have a lot of desk space. It just didn't really flow. It didn't really make a lot of sense. But then you go to the next photo and there's a lot more breathing room. It works. It's good. It's nice. Granted, there's still a lot I would do to the setup. One of which being it does. Like, okay, I would say the surrounding area, if you look at the next photo, is sort of something I would spruce up a bit, slap some new paint on there. I mean, you see like the one streak by the door. The door looks like someone just like shat all over it and then like smeared it out real quick. But like stuff like that, I think it's more of around your setup. If anything, that border I think is throwback. I would get some nice artwork, like a nice cool color would really work in this setup. But the actual setup itself, big improvement. It kind of looks sporadic in a sense, but at the same time, you got like your box for your PlayStation over there. I'd kind of move that out of there. But ideally, I mean, you really did everything I recommended. It works. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing ever. It definitely works. Huge improvement rather. And I do like it. And I give you props for everything you did. But without further ado, we got to go to the last set of the day. Last set of the day, submitted by Hans, aka White Pudding. 1D, so maybe he doesn't really care that much. Pretty sure he's in the chat right now. He's 19 years old, loves the show, from Estonia. Wow, shout out to all those people. He's learning how to build boats. What? How does one build a boat? I don't know. He's got a small room, doesn't really like the triple monitor setup because it's overkill for him, but it looks good. So he's he said I'm probably gonna sell all my shit and buy a Mac. Okay. Okay, that's probably one of the funniest submissions ever. Yeah, I mean, wow, great displays. So those are the triple monitors we have in here too. Amazing. Those are really nice, and you did a great job mounting them and keeping them in line. That's one thing people always suck at. It's like all over the place, looks really bad, but this scenario looks really good. Speakers, little too high, not necessarily ideal, not like going directly to the ear holes, but nonetheless, it works. So, it's better than having them behind the monitors, like legitimately behind. A lot of people do that. But, it's simple. Not a lot of breathing room for that PC. Probably not a big deal. One thing I would actually think about. But, I mean, it's great. I love the grungy look of this room. I think in the far back photo, it's like, damn, you got like a cool little space, a little little attic or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Really, I like it. I do think it's cool. But if you did want to, you know, some people, they do get these triple monitors and they're like, just sticking to the one display. And it's like, bro, you got two other displays. So if you definitely think it's overkill, sell it. Get yourself, you know, an iMac. I don't know. Somebody's going to shoot me, though, for saying that. But people always think that I'm the one that hates Mac. I'm on a Mac right now, bro. I used to be Mac all the time until I built a PC last year. I love it. I think it's pretty damn cool. And yeah, that's it, though. Thank you so much for watching this episode of What? Scores? Yeah, well, I was going to get to that, Tom. Acting like I've never done this before. Yeah, I forgot. All right, let's do this real quick. Tyler, 86. Max, 96. So what? Sean, 98. David, 98. Guys, battle to the death. Choose who wins. Christoph, 82. Jack, 78. Khazer, 82. And Hans, 88. Really like that setup, all the setups, rather. It was a great episode. Breaking it down by categories, they did get pretty high. Do I necessarily agree with all those scores? No. I would probably rate Sean and David maybe a little bit lower. But breaking it down category by category, they really did a great job. And it's not bad at all. So let me know in the comments. Feedback for each person. I know some people actually go through and they leave, like, you know, Tyler, Max, Sean, David, Christoph, Jack, Khazer, Hans, and then they write their quick feedback. Do stuff like that. It's really helpful. Help the community out. And yeah, quick announcement though. I do think that I'm going to start combining episodes. So like combine 2 episodes equals 1. If I do it by myself, I can have a 40-minute episode with about 16 to 20 setups. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. And if you got this far into the episode and you're watching the YouTube version, then go ahead and leave a comment saying potato. A potato flew around. Okay, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, and I'll catch ya on Flippity Flop. Yeah.